Google Drive is a cloud storage service. When we say cloud, it means that your files and whatnot, they're not stored on your computer, they're stored online through the internet so that you can access them wherever and whenever from any device that you're signed into. That's different from how we used to store things. In the past, when you've worked on a document, whenever you save that document, it gets saved onto a computer. So it lives on the hard drive of that computer. If you had a document on an iPad or a picture on an iPad or any of that stuff, the document was always stuck on that device. And that became kind of a problem when you wanted to access that file somewhere else. You had to do things like email it to yourself or get a USB flash drive and transfer them that way. And that's always been the same for students as well. So inevitably, students would forget their flash drive, or they'd save it in the wrong spot, or something would go wrong and they would lose their work. So this is where cloud storage comes in really handy. With something like a cloud service, instead of that document living on the device itself, it lives in the cloud up here. And something like Google Drive is a service that provides that. There are others. There's like Dropbox you may have used before, or Microsoft OneDrive. We're just picking Google Drive for now because we already have district Google accounts, so it keeps it kind of simple. And there's also a lot of other things that we can do with Google Drive that make it really easy to share with other people. Again, we used to save files on our computers themselves, but what something like Google Drive does is it stores that file to Google Drive. And Google Drive is sort of like up here in this little cloud. And what that means is you can access this file now online from anywhere by signing into your Google account on, say, your iPad. You can open a file here on this computer, save it to Google Drive, go away, come back the next day with a different computer, sign into your Google account, and your document will be right there. That's also really handy for students because it means no longer do we have to have Johnny using computer number 12 every day. You can use any device at the whole school or even at home as long as he signs into his Google account wherever. So that's basically how Google Drive works. Instead of saving something to your local device on the hard drive or something like that on an iPad, we save it to Google Drive, which then lets us access that file anywhere where we're signed into our Google account.